Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where we aim for the obscure and we shun the obvious. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Ash, and this is my fiancée, Fran, and we're from Basingstoke.
Couple number two.
Hi, man, and this is my beautiful girlfriend, Hannah, and we're both from Cambridge.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Christy. I'm from Stockport. This is my lovely friend, Mark, from Manchester.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Lorraine, and this is my wonderful fiancé, Dale, and we're both from Romford, Essex.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce, a prolific TV presenter who was already on the radio aged 14. And it wasn't just to blow a raspberry on a phone-in and immediately hang up like I would have done at that age. It is my new Pointless friend. It is Anita Rani.
You got to graft up north.
Yes.
Yeah, they
Yes.
start as young. Get down to radio,
Yeah,
do that
yes.
and then get to school. And then I moved to London on horse and cart. Sorry, I'm
Did you really?
entertaining myself. No, I came on the National Express,
Very nice.
actually.
Yes.
But look, I've got my cup of tea.
I can see that.
Yes, I'm very
You've got
happy.
the best biscuits of all time, I think.
Do you dare me? Do I?
I do.
I'm not going to...
I don't like how
Okay.
long she holds it in.
OK, here we go.
I
here we
don't
go.
think that's right.
No, it's all right. Look, it's holding.
You sure it's holding?
Yeah, yeah.
It's holding. OK. Yeah,
I'm ready.
That's good. OK, thank you very much indeed, Anita. Now, Lee and Gal got through to the final last time, and they did not win the jackpot. So we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £2,000. There we are. Right, well, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, just remember, it's always the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So keep your scores nice and low, and that, theoretically, will never be you. Best of luck to all of you. Our first category today is literature. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns alliterative book titles, Anita.
Yes, on each board you'll see 7 two-word book titles, but with the second words missing. In each title, both words begin with the same letter. Please tell us the missing word that you think the fewest of our 100 people knew, and to help, we'll also give you the author of each book and the year in which it was first published. Best of luck to all of you, and if you're playing along at home, good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So, can you tell us the missing word from these alliterative book titles? Here we go, our first board of 7. Black, blank. Anna Sewell, 1877. Peyton, blank. Grace Metalius, 1956. Cats, blank. Kurt Vonnegut, 1963. Freaky, blank. Mary Rogers, 1972. Picture, blank. Jodi Picoult, 1995. Making, blank. Terry Pratchett, 2007. And Silver, blank. Tayari Jones, 2011. There we are. Fran, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here for a second time. Tell us more about yourself, Fran.
Thanks, it's great to be here. So I said last time I'm a solicitor working in Reading, and I really enjoy music. So I'd like to make more of an effort to attend live gigs in the year coming.
And you get tons of good music around there,
Exactly,
right?
yes. We're spoiled for choice,
Lots
really.
of good acts coming through. Anyone you're burning to see?
Yeah, I'd love to see Taylor Swift.
OK. Does she play Reading these days? Maybe? No.
Not much.
Not
We'd have
much.
to go to London or
But
somewhere
she'll
else.
be around.
Yes.
She usually is. Fran, look at this board of books. What are you looking at and wanting to go for?
I know a couple. I think I'm going to go for Freaky Friday, Mary Rogers.
Freaky Friday, says Fran. Let's see how many of our 100 said Friday. Friday is right. Freaky Friday down to 61. Not bad. Solid start.
Yes, well done. It's a comic body swap story. It's a classic which has been adapted into several films. Its author, Mary Rogers, was the daughter of the Broadway composer Richard Rogers. She was also a noted composer and songwriter herself.
I didn't know that.
No, now we do.
Now we know that. Thank you very
Yes,
much indeed,
so well
Anita. And welcome to Pointless.
Hi.
Here from Cambridge. Tell us all about yourself, Ant.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Ant from Cambridge. I live with this beautiful person here, Hannah. And Sort of one and only hobby is that we play board games. I bring about 6 or 7 with me all the time, and we do nothing else at all.
Nothing else at all. So you have a bundle of board games backstage here?
I do. We play them on the train here. We play them all day. Yeah.
Are you carrying a deck of top trumps or something?
Oh, they kept taking them off me as I was coming in. I had 6.
No. Actually, yes, exactly. No, we wouldn't allow that.
Yeah,
Very
of
much
course.
contraband on Pointless. And what are you going to go for on our board here?
Okay, so literature is not my favourite topic, and the one I knew is gone already. But I'm going to go for Picture Perfect.
Picture Perfect for the Jodie Pico. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Picture Perfect. Perfect is absolutely right. 61 is the only score we have at the moment, and you whiz past it. Down it goes to 45. Very well done indeed. And
Yep, it's set in LA. It's about a woman suffering from amnesia. I can't remember anything about it.
thank you very much indeed. Anita Christie, welcome back. Terrific to have you with us again. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
I mentioned last time that I have quite a lot of hobbies. Another one of my hobbies is roller skating. So I like doing a bit of street roller skating, just in the street in Manchester. It's cool.
This is very cool indeed. And you say roller skating. This is not roller blading. This is the old school, proper 4 wheels.
The 2 and the 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't do the inline things. I don't like them.
I think there's a beauty to the original roller skates.
Yeah, they're cool.
Done well, I think can be devastating. Do people ever tell you that on the streets in Manchester? They stop. You say, this is devastating.
Not on the streets, no.
No, they will. Watch, they will. Christy, what are you going to go for?
I'm going to take a little bit of a guess, and I'm going to go for the Kurt Vonnegut one and say Cat's Cradle.
Cat's Cradle. I mean, it stands to reason, doesn't it, really? Cat's Cradle. Should we see if that's right? Shall we? Shall we? It is right. There we are. Your gut was completely right. Well, 61's the high score, 45 is the low score till now. 15. Very well done.
Yeah, very good. Well done there, Christy. Vonnegut's 4th novel, a satire on modern science. It focuses on a substance called ice-9, which makes all water freeze at room temperature. Love a bit of Vonnegut. Yeah, very good.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Lorraine, welcome back to Pointless. This is the last time we're going to be seeing you.
Yep.
Lorraine, tell us a bit more about yourself.
I've got a few hobbies. One of them is I've been researching my family tree for over 30 years.
How far back have you gone?
On my dad's side, I've gone back to 1500.
Crikey. That's a long way. And whereabouts, geographically?
Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah, I'm from Ireland.
Fantastic.
Originally.
So have you been over to Ireland? Have
No.
you been to
Not yet,
That's
no.
where you have to go next.
Yes, definitely.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, you're the last person to have this board, Lorraine.
OK.
Do you feel like talking us through it, or are you going to be taking a
Not
stab in the
really.
dark?
Well, I know the top one, but I think that's too obvious. So I'm going to go for the second one down. I think it is Peyton Place, I think.
Peyton Place. Shall we see if that is right? Peyton Place. How many of our 100 said it, if it is? Lorraine, it's absolutely right. 61 is our high score, 15 is our low. You passed the high. There you are on 43. Very well done.
Well done. Yeah, it's set in a small town in New England. Peyton Place is estimated to have sold over 10 million copies.
That'll do.
One day our books will get to 10 million.
Do you think?
Well, I'm hoping this chair is the secret to success.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, surely.
Surely, this is
Surely
what's all
it
about
is.
this chair.
I think it is.
I think so. You were right about Black Beauty, absolutely. But you know what? Surprisingly, it would have only scored you 1 more point, 44. Making, Terry Pratchett, any idea?
I'm trying to think. Magic, music, money?
Money.
Money.
There you go. I mean, yeah, these are tough ones at the bottom for 9 points. And then the very bottom is Sparrow.
Oh, good.
Silver
good.
Sparrow. Did you know it?
No, I was
No.
going to say surfer.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes.
thought.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Would have been the obvious, but no, it's Silver Sparrow for 2.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. We are halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 15, Christy. Well, the best score of the past by some margin, because we then travel up to 43, where we find Lorraine and Dell, then 45, where we find Ant and Hannah, and then from there up to 61, where we find Fran and Ash. So you are the high scorers, but Ash, nice low-scoring answer from you in the next pass is all it needs to keep you in the game. So good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, 7 more alliterative 2-word book titles with the second word missing. Here they come. Nicholas blank, Charles Dickens, 1839. Pied blank, Neville Shute, 1942. Revolutionary blank, Richard Yates, 1961. Marathon blank, William Goldman, 1974. Summer blank, Judy Blume, 1998. Gone blank, Gillian Flynn, 2012. And People blank, Candice Carty-Williams, 2022. There we are. Del, welcome back.
Thank you.
Terrific to have you with us. This third show. Tell us more about yourself, Del.
Well, I do like having challenges. I've tried most of the hottest chilies that you can eat.
Have you?
Yeah.
What's the hottest one there is?
Well, I've had scorpion chilies,
That doesn't sound good.
ghost chilies.
Ghost chilies.
Yeah.
And then these are kind of several billion on the Scoville scale, aren't
Yeah,
they?
something
These
like
are
that,
sort of,
yeah.
What do you
Yeah.
do to calm yourself down afterwards? Yogurt? Something like
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Just like
Nothing.
just sit there and just
No.
try and ride it out the best you can.
Ride it out.
Sit there and cry.
Enjoy the pain.
Yeah.
But the thing about the pain is it's not all over once it's gone from the mouth.
No.
It's a pain, you know what I'm
in your
saying.
eyes.
It's a pain that comes back and back
Yes.
and back. There we are. Well, you're a very brave man, Del. There you are, you're on 43. If you could score 17 or less, you're through to the next round, even at this early stage of the pass. What are the missing words from these alliterative book titles? What are you going to go for?
Marathon runner.
You're going to say marathon runner.
Yeah.
OK, we shall try marathon runner. You get a red line. Shall we see if runner is right? No!
Done it
I'm
again.
sorry, that's another hard thing to swallow. I'm afraid that scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 143, but the round is not over yet by any means, Del.
Yeah, incorrect answer, Del. Sorry about that, but I will give you the right one at the end of the round.
OK.
Anyway, there we are. Mark, welcome back. Second show. Good to have you with us again. Tell us a bit more about yourself.
So I enjoy murder mystery events.
Yes.
So a friend and I quite regularly go to an event that happens on a steam train on the East Lancs Railway. Generally, we dress up, have a 4 or 5 course meal, and then the actors walk up and down the train as we eat.
Do you have a part to play as well,
No,
or
so
you're
the
just
actors, the actors are the characters.
I see.
When you sit at the table, you have puzzles to solve, and then you ask questions of the actors to find out where they were at a certain time, that kind of thing, to find out who the murderer was.
That's very good. That sounds fun.
It is fun, yeah.
Very good. Now, listen, you're on 15. It doesn't matter what you score. You're through to the next round anyway. But what would you like to go for?
Okay, well, I'm glad about that. I know the first one, but I think that's kind of too obvious. So I'm going to have a guess at something in the middle. So I think maybe I would go for the Richard Yates, 1961, Revolutionary Road.
Revolutionary Road, says Mark. No red line for you as you're already through. How many of our 100 said road? Road is absolutely right. Well done, Mark. This is all terrific. Look, down that goes to 17. 32, your total. Brilliant.
Yeah, you had a go and it worked out for you. It's about suburban life in the 1950s, and of course it was turned into a film starring Kate Winslet, and she won the Golden Globe in 2009.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. Now then, Hannah, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, I'm Hannah, and I've just graduated from teacher training, and I've just started my first week with my new class.
Fantastic, and they're all going to be watching you, willing you on.
Hopefully.
Oh. That's fabulous. So who are you teaching, and what are you teaching, and what year group?
So I'm teaching special needs, which has always been a love of mine, and they're like middle school ages, like 10 to 14-ish. And yeah, they're such a lovely class. Obviously, I've only known them a week, but they're wonderful.
Lovely. Now, Hannah, if you could score 97 or less, you are through to the next round. What would you like to go for?
So there's only one on the board that I know, so can I go for Gone Girl, please?
Gone Girl, says Hannah. Let's see how many of our 100 said Gone Girl. Here's your red line. Lovely and high. There we are. Very well done. Down to 46, almost exactly the same as Ant's score. Perfect. 91, your total.
Yeah, well done. About a seemingly perfect couple, Nick and Amy, are about to celebrate their wedding anniversary, and then Amy disappears. But I'm not going to tell you where she is or what happens to her. Yeah, but you know what? Over 20 million books sold.
Very good. You keep rubbing the chrome of the Richard chair there. Thank you very much indeed. Ash, welcome back.
Hello.
Second show.
Yes.
Tell us more about yourself, Ash.
Yeah, I'm Ash. I'm a facility manager. In my spare time, I used to play a lot of football. I was a goalkeeper, and then I dislocated my shoulder.
Ah.
Yeah, and then I wanted to play again. Fran protested, but I played again, dislocated my shoulder.
See?
Yeah,
Listen to Fran.
should have listened to her.
Listen to Fran.
Then I switched sport, and now I play tennis, and never looked back since. So.
And that shoulder's fine?
Yeah, let's say yes.
Shoulder, let's say yes. Let's say yes. I mean, I do often wonder about that, because goalkeepers even, I mean, they spend their whole time hurling themselves.
Yeah.
You've got to be ready to throw yourself to the floor.
The thing. I really enjoy hurling myself because it makes it look good as well for the
Well,
cameras.
it looks good,
so,
but
yeah.
anyway, listen, you're on 61. 81 or less gets you into round 2. Would you like to talk us through that board and fill in the blanks?
So the top one, Nicholas Nickleby, but I'm not going to go for that one. I think Pied Peter, and I'm not going to go for any of the others because I think the William Goldman one is Marathon Man, so I'm going to go for that one.
Marathon Man.
Yes.
OK, Marathon Man. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Marathon Man. It's right. You're through. There we are, Ash. Very well done. 51 for Marathon Man, taking your total up to 112.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Conspiracy thriller about a student who accidentally becomes entangled in a plot involving Nazis and smuggled diamonds. And it was also turned into a film starring Dustin Hoffman and Laurence Olivier. Should we clear up the board? Should we start at the top? Come on, Xander.
Yes, Nicholas Nickleby.
Of course. For 57.
57. You'd have been safe with that, actually, interestingly. I'd say Pied Piper, probably.
Yes. Good job you didn't go for Pied Peter. It's Pied Piper at 52. And then the Judy Blume book.
Yeah. I can't remember what that is.
It's Summer Sisters.
OK.
5. And right at the bottom...
People Person.
Exactly.
Oh,
yes, very
good.
Best answer on the board,
Nice.
2.
Oh, yeah, big guess, but there we go. Thank you very much indeed. We are at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye.
Again.
Oh, Del and Lorraine. Oh, I think we should get a special dispensation for you, and you can just come back.
That would be nice.
Because it's been lovely having you here, but I don't feel we've had full Del and Lorraine benefit.
No.
I feel. But thank you so much for coming to play. It's been great.
Thank you.
Del and Lorraine.
Thank you.
But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. We stormed through our literary round there. Christy, no one better than you. You were our lowest individual scorer, so fantastic work. And Christy and Mark, in fact, our lowest combined scorers. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is UK politicians. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many 4 names of UK prime ministers as they could. Anita.
Yep, we're looking for any single forename, that is, first name or middle name, of anybody who served as UK Prime Minister from 1900 up to the beginning of September 2023. We will not accept any part of their surnames. And if you're playing along, good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Fran.
Yes, I'm going to go for Anthony.
Anthony says Fran. Shall we see how many of our 100 people said Anthony? It's right, and it's a great answer, and it goes down to 76.
Yep, Anthony, forename of Eden and Blair. Eden was Conservative Prime Minister from 1955 to 57, and Tony Blair was Labour PM from 1997 to 2007.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. And so we're looking for first names and indeed middle names of prime ministers from 1900 up to 2023.
I'm going to go for David.
David says and. Shall we see how many of our 100 said David? David is right. David down to 58. Not bad.
Yeah, a couple of Davids. Forename of Lloyd George and Cameron. Lloyd George was Liberal PM from 1916 to 22, and Cameron, Conservative Prime Minister from 2010 to 2016.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Christy.
So I'm bouncing between 2. I think I'm going to go for Clement.
Clement, says Christy. Let's see how many of our 100 said Clement. Clement's right. 76 the high score, 58 the low. We have a new low. 26. Very well done indeed, Christy.
Yeah, Yeah, good score. Forename of Attlee, of course, Labour Prime Minister from 1945 to 1951.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. That brings us to the halfway point in this round. And I can tell you that 26 is our low score. Very well done indeed, Christy. Then we travel from there to 58, where we find Ant and Hannah. And from there to 76, where we find Fran and Ash. Again, Ash, you find yourself a little bit ahead. But if you've got a brilliant answer in there, I'm sure it will be good enough to get you into the head-to-head. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Mark, we are looking for the forenames, remember, of anyone who served as UK Prime Minister from 1900 to September 2023. Now, you're on 26, so 49 or less will get you through.
OK. I'm torn between two as well. I think I'll go for Andrew.
Andrew, says Mark. Shall we see how many of our 100 said Andrew? Here is your red line. Andrew is absolutely right. And it gets you through. And it goes down to 1. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 27. Fantastic work.
Yeah, great one. The forename of Andrew Law, who was Conservative Prime Minister from 1922 to 23. Great answer.
Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Hannah, you're on 58, so 17 or less we're looking for.
I'm going to go for Harold, please.
Harold, says Hannah. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get you close to that or even below it with Harold. Harold is right. That goes down to 37, taking your total up to 95.
Yep. Harold is the forename of Macmillan and Wilson. Wilson would like to spend his holidays on the Isle of Scilly, where he'd stand on the beach and pose in his shorts, while all the journalists photographing him would be wearing suits. Isn't that a great image?
That's very good.
Good.
Very strong. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Ash, here is the moment of truth. We need a score of 18 or less from you, as you're on 76.
OK, I think I might take a risk. I'm going to go for Richard.
Richard, says Ash. Richard, here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Richard. He's right. Gets you through. And it goes down to 1. Very well done indeed, Ash. 1 for Richard, taking your total up to 77.
Yeah, a forename of a Labour Prime Minister and a Conservative Prime Minister, Attlee and Heath.
There we are. You see a middle name.
Yeah.
Lots of exciting middle names in there. I was waiting for somebody to say De Pfeffel.
Yes, that would have been a good
Pfeffel.
one. And if you'd have said De Pfeffel,
Yeah.
pointless answer.
Ah,
Very
pleasing.
good. And should we look at some more pointless answers? Here we go. There's Charles, one of Tony Blair's middle names. Anthony Charles Linton Blair. Linton was also pointless. Donald, David William Donald Cameron. And Herbert Henry Asquith. Also Hilda, which is Margaret Thatcher's middle name. Leonard, Winston Leonard Spencer Churchill. And Mary, which was Theresa May's middle name, Theresa Mary May, and Mary Elizabeth Truss, a.k.a. Liz Truss. And Morris there, that's actually Harold Macmillan's first name. He's Morris Harold Macmillan. Ramsay, which is Ramsay MacDonald. And Talbot, that's Robert Arthur Talbot Gascoigne Cecil. What a name.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. That brings us to the end of our second round, and it means we have to say goodbye to our second pair. Oh, Hannah and Ant, I'm so sorry. 95. I'm afraid, yes, David was the expensive one there. Anyway, next time, you'll know better, and we'll see you next time and look forward to it. Thank you very much. Meanwhile, Hannah and Ant. For our 2 remaining pairs, though, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Mark and Christy, Ash and Fran. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands at £2,000. We now have a chance to put a little bit more money into that jackpot by seeing if we can find a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many 1990s drum and bass acts as they could. Anita, you're going to be all over this.
I'm all over it already. Dream category for me. You're going to see 6 options. 4 of the names of drum and bass acts who had UK top 40 singles in the 1990s, 2 of which are scoring and 2 are pointless, and 2 are not 1990s acts from the dance music genre known as drum and bass. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer. Best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Can you truffle out the two pointless drum and bass acts from these? Photek, Adam F, DJ Heel, Goldie, Dungay, Sons of a Loop-de-Loop Era. OK, does anybody know anything?
I mean, this is not my
So I think the
area.
last one is so far-fetched
It's so random.
Do you guys
that
know
I
any
think
others?
it's got to be right.
Goldie is drum
Yeah,
and bass,
Goldie.
but,
Yeah.
but he will score,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Have you heard of the last one?
Photek is speaking to me as well. I'm sure I've seen
Okay.
OK, so Mark and Christy, what are you going to nominate?
Photek.
Go for photo. Yeah.
Photek, please.
Should we go for Photek? Is Photek a pointless 1990s drum and bass act? It's a drum and bass act. And it's a pointless drum and bass act as well. Very well done indeed. Now then, Ash and Fran, it has been a very long time since we've had double pointless in this bonus round. Shall we see if we can do it today?
Yeah, I mean, when in doubt, go for the longest answer.
Should we go to
Yeah.
the bottom one?
Yeah.
Sons of a Loop-de-Loop Era.
That's the one.
Yep.
Shall we see if Sons of a Loop-de-Loop Era is a pointless 1990s drum and bass act? Well, it's a drum and bass act. Come on, Sons of a Loop-de-Loop Era. Oh, look at that! There we are. Thank you very much indeed. That's extremely satisfactory.
I'm
Anita.
so happy. Dream category, found the pointless answers. Well done. As you said, Goldie, known for Inner City Life and Temper Temper, would have scored you 7. And also DJ Heel. There's a popular drum and bass act called DJ Crust, but there is no DJ Heel. Both crust and heel are terms used for the end of a loaf of bread. That's where that one came from. So that leaves Adam F and Dungay. What do you reckon?
I've no idea. Adam F is an authentic drum and bass act.
Yes, he is. Would have scored 1. And Dungay, not a 1990s drum and bass act. That's a place in Australia where they film I'm a Celebrity in the jungle.
It's a pretty name, Dungay, isn't it?
Isn't it? Lovely.
Yes. There we
No.
are. Thank you very much indeed, and well done. You managed to find 2 pointless answers, which means we now have the pleasure of sitting back and watching £500 add themselves to the jackpot. Look at that. There we are. It now stands at £2,500. But who will be playing for it? Well, let's find out in the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you're now allowed to confer before you give your answers. So best of luck to both pairs. Here comes the first question. It's all about long hairstyles, Anita.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 pictures of hairstyles for long hair. We've added the initials and blank spaces for the remaining missing letters as additional clues. Please give us the hairstyle, the fewest of our 100 new. And if you're playing along, good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 hairstyles for the longer hair. We have style A, D, B. B, F, P. C, B, K. D, M, B. And E, C. There we are. Mark and Christy, you're the low scorers, so you get to go first.
Should we go for it? OK, yeah?
OK.
OK, we're going to gamble. We really don't know, but we're going to go for D, and that is perhaps Bob, yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to say Messy Bob.
Messy Bob, say Mark and Christy. Now, Ash and Fran, would you like to talk us through that board?
Yeah, so the first one is something braids, but I can't.
Daisy braids?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe. Second one is French plait. C, I don't know. D is messy bun. And E is chignon, which is a French hairstyle. And that's what we're going to go for.
You're going to go E, chignon. Lovely. So we have Messy Bob and chignon. Let's see if Messy Bob is right for D. Is it right, Messy Bob? Sadly, not Messy Bob. Meanwhile, Ash and Fran have gone for chignon for E. You merely have to be correct to win the point. And correct you are. Very well done indeed. And it's a good answer as well, Fran. Down it goes to 17. Fantastic. And it means after 1 question, you are up 1-0.
Yeah, well done, Xinyon, absolutely. You knew it was a messy bun as soon as you'd said it, but even if you'd said messy bun, you wouldn't have won the point because it had 29 for that. This is a messy bob. How are you with your long hairstyles there, Zander?
Well, I'm not that brilliant, it must be said. Did somebody say daisy braids, did you think? Daisy, I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of daisy braids.
It's not right, Sean.
Dutch.
braids.
Is that what you would
Of
guess?
course it's Dutch, yes.
Yeah, Dutch braids for 12. You were absolutely right, Fran. French plait, highest scorer, 54. Beautiful. And Bantu knots, best answer on the board. 7.
Bantu knots. Very good. Thank you very much indeed. Now, here comes your second question. Here's the thing, Mark and Chris, you've got to win this one to stay in the game, but Ash and Fran get to answer it first. So good luck. Our second question is all about phrases derived from sports, Anita.
We're going to show you 5 phrases in English that are all derived from a specific sport. We'd like you to give us the name of the sport from which each phrase came. As ever, the most obscure wins the point.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 phrases, and here they come. We have throw in the towel, knock someone for 6, not my forte, no holds barred, and win hands down. Ash and Fran, we come to you first.
Not too sure about most of them, but we do know the top one, so we're going to go for boxing.
Boxing for throw in the towel. OK, boxing. Now then, Mark and Christy, do you want to talk us through that board?
So, throw in the towel was the only one we knew for sure. Knock someone for 6, possibly cricket. Not my forte. I don't know, it kind of sounds French, so it might be fencing, I'd guess. No holds barred. Any ideas? No. Win hands down. That could be, I don't know, wrestling maybe? Should we go for cricket? Yeah, why not? OK, we'll go for knock someone for 6 and say cricket.
You're going to say cricket for knock someone for 6. OK, so in the order they were given, boxing and cricket. Ash and Fran went for boxing for throw in the towel. How many of our 100 said that? Yep, absolutely, it's boxing. Down it goes to 68. Meanwhile, Mark and Christy are taking a bit of a punt on knock someone for 6 and are saying cricket. How many of our 100 said that? Cricket is right. And it wins you the point. Very well done indeed. You're back in the game, Mark and Christy. That goes to 41. It means after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yep, well done on figuring that one out. You know what? You knew the best answer on the board.
Is it forte?
Forte, not my forte, is fencing. The forte is the strongest point of the blade in fencing. Best answer on the board,
Nice.
2. No holds barred, wrestling. You said wrestling, but for the wrong one. That would have got 25. And win hands down is from horse racing for 4. It's a reference to a jockey dropping their hands and so relaxing their hold on the reins when victory appears certain.
Thank you very much indeed. Right, well, this is exciting. It all comes down to a third question. Whoever wins this decider goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Our third question is all about cosy, soft furnishings. Anita.
Oh, who doesn't love cosy, soft furnishings? We're going to show you 5 things that can be used as the top layer of bedclothes, but we've arranged their letters in alphabetical order. Please unscramble these anagrams and tell us the word that you think is the most obscure.
Thank you very much indeed. So 5 anagrams on their way of tops of bedclothes.
Yes.
There we are. This is exciting. Here they come. We have Kefmoort, Abeklunt, Silortv, Abdipsr, and Detov. There we are. Mark and Christy will go first.
Great pronunciation.
Isn't it good?
I mean,
Isn't it? Uncanny.
I'm impressed.
No, I don't know.
OK, so we'll go for Abdips.
Yeah.
The 4th one down. We're going to say it's bedspread.
Bedspread, to say Mark and Christy. Now, Ash and Fran, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
Yeah, first one is comforter. Second one is blanket. And last one is duvet. Do you know the third one?
No, I'm trying to figure it out. I think comforter, maybe comforter.
Comforter.
OK, you're going to go comforter. So we have bedspread versus comforter. In the order they were given, we have Mark and Christy saying bedspread. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Bedspread is absolutely right. And down and down and down it goes to 27. Very well done. Nice score there. Meanwhile, Ash and Fran have gone for comforter for the top one. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Comforter. Comforter is right. And, ooh, 48 for comforter. And it means Mark and Christy, very well done indeed. After 3 questions, you're through to the final. 2-1.
Yeah, Ash and Fran, you actually knew them all, apart from the one that would have got you through. So, yeah, you got comforter, you got blankets, that would have scored 68, duvet, 99, and the last one, it's coverlet.
Oh, yes.
For 11.
Didn't see that one.
No, I didn't see it.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Anita. That brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. It means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Ash and Fran. What a great show we've had from you. Absolutely fantastic work. And here you are in the head-to-head. Maybe next time we can take it one step further. Let's hope so. Look forward to that. Anyway, thank you very much, Ash and Fran. For Mark and Christy, though, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Very well done indeed, Mark and Christy. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at a very respectable £2,500. Well, here you are, finally. It had to happen. You've been low scorers several times. First round today, you were low scorers. In fact, you were head-to-head last time you were here. Head-to-head this time, and now here you are in the final. If we can send you back with that jackpot, it would be particularly nice. What would you like to see come up?
Well, music, but depending on what, you know, what era.
Very specific music.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
hoping for
film.
dinosaurs, because I've...
Dinosaurs.
No, it's dinosaurs. They'd be good.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look. 4 things, as ever, will appear. Let's hope there's something here that doesn't make you want to run away screaming. Fiddler on the Roof, environmentalism, 1,500 metres at the Olympics, and citizen sitcoms.
So,
We've got a trophy.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
So, no to the Olympics.
Yeah, no Olympics.
Fiddler on the Roof, no.
No.
Should we just try citizen sitcoms and see what happens?
Yeah.
OK.
TV stuff.
We'll go for citizen sitcoms.
OK,
please.
citizen sitcoms. Let's see what lurks behind that.
We are looking for the name of anyone credited with an acting role in any episode of either of the following classic British sitcoms. Citizen Smith or Citizen Khan. This is according to IMDb as of May 2023. As always, we won't accept anyone listed as uncredited. Very best of luck in the studio. And to those of you playing at home, you got this.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
No.
Let us put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, have you got any ideas?
No.
OK. Robert Lindsay, I think, was in
Yeah,
his, but
he was
he
Citizen Smith.
will score.
He was Wolfie. I don't know who his friend was.
No. I'm really struggling. Citizen Khan. Can we think of actors that might have been on that?
Actors, I know their faces, but I don't know their names.
Yeah. Really struggling.
Is it Anita, somebody?
Yeah, maybe.
Citizen Khan,
Anita.
I don't know her surname, though.
No. Yeah, really, I don't know. Citizen Smith, when was it? In the 70s?
70s.
Is there anybody else who might have been in that we might know? Really don't know.
I've seen it as well, but it's so long since I've watched it.
10 seconds left.
Oh my God.
Disaster.
We got a trophy.
Okay, so Citizen Khan, Anita Rani.
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers now. And if you could say which category in each case.
So Citizen Smith, Robert Lindsay.
Robert Lindsay.
Yeah.
And we're really struggling after that. So let's go for Anita Rani.
Anita Rani, for which one?
For Citizen Khan.
Citizen Khan.
Anita Kapoor, is that?
Oh, yeah.
Anita Kapoor.
And Anita Kapoor.
Also for Citizen Khan.
For Citizen Khan. OK, of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless
Well,
answer?
it has to be
Robert Lindsay.
Robert Lindsay, but it will score.
OK,
yes,
we'll put
so
Robert Lindsay last. Least likely to be pointless?
Anita Rani, maybe.
Anita Rani, and then Anita Kapoor goes in the middle. Lovely. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Anita Rani, Anita Kapoor and Robert Lindsay. Well, there's £2,500 up for grabs if one of these turns out to be pointless. What would you like to do with that mark? I'm going to ask you first.
In the unlikely event that any of these are pointless, I'd like to visit Japan. Christy has been, I haven't, so I'd like to go.
That would be lovely. Christy, how about you?
Well, my husband is going to want me to say I'd put it towards the kitchen, but I think I would probably put it towards some more tattoos, so...
Well, you can have a discussion about that. Very best of luck. Your first answer was Anita Rani. In this case, we were looking for the cast of Citizen Khan. Shall we find out if that's right? No, I'm afraid not. Anita Rani. Their loss.
I know. I actually was sitting here going, oh, I wish I'd been in an episode. And it probably would have been a pointless answer if I had been.
It would have been brilliant.
Yeah.
And you would have been as well. You've been outstanding.
I'm desperate to be in a sitcom.
Well,
It's
there you
little
are.
cameo somewhere.
Yeah, well,
Lovely.
that's out now.
Yeah.
OK, Anita Kapoor was your next answer. Should we find out if that's right? We're looking again for the cast of Citizen Khan. For £2,500, might Anita Kapoor be pointless? No, I'm afraid not. We are now suddenly on firmer ground here with Robert Lindsay, which you happen to know is correct, because we're looking for the cast of Citizen Smith. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Robert Lindsay. Might it be pointless? £2,500? Hopes it might. Well, it's right. Anita Rani and Anita Kapoor, I'm afraid, were incorrect answers, but Robert Lindsay, absolutely right for Citizen Smith. Down we go through the teens. Oh, it's 15. OK, 15 for Robert Lindsay. Well, I think no one would have been more surprised than you if any of those answers had turned out to be pointless. So, yes, I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, but let us put that to one side and celebrate the fact that you've won today's shiny, pointless trophy. So very, very well done indeed for that, Mark and Christy.
Yeah, bad luck. It's really hard when the categories just don't fall for you. But let's have a look at some of the pointless answers. There's a couple you might recognise. Cheryl Hall, she played Wolfie's girlfriend. Hilda Braid, she later played Nana Moon in EastEnders. John Challis, best known as Boycie from Only Fools and Horses, and Mike Grady, he played the friend who you were thinking of.
Right.
In fact, in that category, everyone was pointless, apart from Robert Lindsay and Peter Vaughan, who both scored points. Moving on to the cast of Citizen Khan, here are some pointless answers. You could have had Bhavna Limbachia, who's Mr. Khan's daughter, Alia. She also played Rana in Coronation Street. Chris Marshall played Dave, the manager of the mosque. Sadiq Khan, the mayor of London, made a cameo appearance. And it's Shobhu Kapoor who played Mrs. Khan, and she also plays Geeta in EastEnders. There were lots of pointless answers. Arabella Weir, Belinda Lang, Harry Enfield, Felix Dexter, Tiger, Drew Honey, to name a few. In fact, the only scoring answer was the guy who plays Citizen Khan, Adil Ray.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita, and thanks, Mark and Christy. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That will therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £3,500. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Anita.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.